call to the honourable member for Kooyong.
Question is for the Education Minister. Minister, the legislation we are set to pass this week will cut HECS debts for 2.9 million Australians, which is fantastic. However, the legislation does not help current students undertaking law and arts degrees, whose fees were massively inflated by Scott Morrison's Job Ready Graduate Scheme. I've put forward an amendment to this bill which would scrap Job Ready graduates. Will the government accept my amendment so we can get rid of the scheme tomorrow?
Call to the Minister for Education.
Thanks, Mr Speaker, and can I thank the member for Kooyong for a question? Probably the best member for Kooyong the parliament has ever had. Bit of support up there in the public gallery.
Order.
Thank you for your focus on education and your focus on fairness, and also thank you for your support for the legislation to cut student debt by 20%. 20% is a big cut. It's not as big as 33%. That's how much the Australian people cut the number of Liberal MPs in the chamber at the election. But 20% is still a big cut.
Order.
And it's going to help a lot of Australians. 3 million Australians will get their student debt cut when this legislation passes the parliament. Mr Speaker, the truth is we've got a good education system, but it can be a lot better and can be a lot fairer, and that's what the Universities Accord report is all about. It's a blueprint for reforming our higher education system over the next decade and beyond. The Job Ready Graduate Scheme that you refer to in your question is the subject of recommendations in that report. We've already begun the task of implementing that report. I think we've bitten off a big chunk of it already, about 31 of the 47 recommendations in part or in full. That includes paid prac and the Australian Tertiary Education Commission that began this month. It also includes measures in the bill that we're debating this week in the parliament to fix the repayment system for HECS, something that Bruce Chapman, the architect of HECS, described as the most important change to the system in 35 years. Now, there's more work to do. We'll keep working through the recommendations in the Universities Accord report and take advice from the Tertiary Education Commission as well.